is my friend. Let's get started. So the very first thing that we're gonna do before we even get started into our makeup is not look in the mirror and just start trashing yourself. I sadly think it's very common for us to just look in the mirror and just point out all of the things that are going wrong with our face instead of just looking and saying, hey, this is me. This is the way I am, and you know what, girl? If you don't like the way that I look, then screw you. Like, I don't know. Just, say hi to yourself. You're beautiful, you love yourself. You got it going on. When you walk into a room, there are so many other factors going on that culminate into who you are. For instance, the way you smell, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, all of those things really contribute to the way that you put yourself out there and show up into the world. Speaking about smelling good and everything, I'm gonna begin by actually wearing some deodorant. I need men's strength deodorant because I stink. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this on. Bath & Body Works scent. Oh, make myself not smell like sweat. What I love using as a primer for my skin is this stuff. I have another men's product that's so funny. I got this wonderful idea from Nikki Tutorials. I only use the sensitive kind because the other one burns the frick out of my skin. The consistency is really thin and it just kind of goes into your skin. It's really nice. I recently heard one of the best pieces of advice. It doesn't matter if you don't get any work done, you're just completely unproductive, you suck at everything that you try to do, all of these things that you judge yourself for. What if you just decided, you know what, I accept myself the way that I am, even if I have all these bad qualities. I don't even care. I still love myself. Not that you don't want to change or anything like that, but it's just, you know what, this is where I'm at right now and I'm okay with it. Doesn't matter how many projects I fail at. Doesn't matter. The best piece of advice that I've ever heard. Now that I have my little base on, I'm gonna start by putting in my eyebrows. I know that's a weird place to start, but I think that the eyebrows frame the face so much. And if you mess them up a little bit at the beginning, you can always go over them with concealer and all that stuff. This is the Rimmel's eyebrow pencil in shade Hazel. So I'm gonna be putting that on my brows. I don't know how I'm gonna do this on camera. I need a mirror. Thank you, Kylie. One of the things that I've learned about makeup is that you really have to come in with a gentle, light hand, and if you are pressing down too much or too crazy, that's when you end up with some crazy looking makeup. So, and not in a good way. So I just kind of gently draw on the top of my brow. A little bit here. So one of the new products that I've just recently started using and I'm still trying to master is this Tattoo Studio stuff. This is a little bit dark still for me, so I would recommend going a shade lighter than you think that it would be for you. I mean, it doesn't look too bad on me, it's just that I don't like overpowering brows on my face, so I just would warn you of that. And I'm just very, very lightly just going over the end tail of my brow. Just kind of patting it on, going in that same pattern. I find that when I try too hard to make my eyebrow shape different than what it normally looks like, it just starts looking very strange. So I kind of keep to its natural shape. As you can see, I just dipped it on my brow, but that's okay. Let me just put the rest in and we'll fix that. There's another YouTuber that I watched, video down below, and I was just really inspired by all the products she was using, so I wanted to try this one out. Just gonna get a little makeup wipe and fix my eyebrow. Have any of you guys gotten microblading, and would you recommend it? I walk out of the house without makeup a lot, and I don't know if it would look too contrasting on my face if I have microbladed eyebrows. So I'd love them if they looked really natural. That's decent. Probably can't really tell when I'm just recording videos, but I do have a lot of acne scars in my regular life. They don't really show up when I'm filming because of my camera equipment. I used to have really, really bad acne and I had a terrible problem picking at it all the time, so I do still have some scars from that. And as you can kind of see on the sides of my cheeks, I have some scarring, but you know what? Like I said at the beginning of this video, we accept the way that we look right now. I remember how hard it was when I had acne because I felt just like crap about myself. And one thing that I'd like to say is stop focusing on it so much. I know it could be a really huge insecurity, but stop thinking about it. Stop touching your face. Stop picking at it. I had a really bad problem where I would constantly pick. It's actually a form of OCD. I really want you guys to know though, if you are struggling with acne, it will go away eventually. You're gonna get to the root of the problem, whatever it is for you specifically. My heart really does go out to you, and just whatever you do, don't pick at your acne. This is a very strong concealer, Camouflage Cream by Dermacolor. This is something that, again, Nikki Tutorials uses. So I'm just gonna dip it in, and I have just this little flat brush. What I like to do with this stuff is if I do have any acne, I will kind of like spot treat it. But for now, what I really want to do is kind of go over my eye area. Unfortunately, this does crease a little bit. Like I said, I would be better off using a different type of base than this one, but I'm just using what I have right now, and we're in quarantine, so. And I also like to clean up my eyebrows. Here's where the controversy comes in. I like to use products that a lot of other people shun for some reason, so I'm just going to be taking this regular sponge, not a fancy sponge, just regular sponge, and then just wetting it a little bit, and I'm going to be pouncing that on my eye like a little kid. I'm very expressive when I talk, clearly, so I like to make my eyes really stand out. It just brightens up my eyes, and I know everybody loves using that trick, the white under eye liner thing. It doesn't work for me. I look like a crazy person when I do that. Another product that I like to use that is shunned by the makeup community is these things, whatever they're called. And no, they're not great for blending, obviously, but if you're trying to pack on color, why are these such a bad negative thing? They do the trick, man. This light color creme brulee, I got this at Sally's a long time ago. There's no shame in using these. I just kind of dust a little bit on there, and then I pack it on my eyelid. Just gently, you know, you're just dabbing it. You're dabbing. What is the chick from Game of Thrones? Khaleesi? If I could pull off that look with the just blonde hair, that would be a look. I haven't really watched Game of Thrones. I only saw the naughty parts, but I love her look. She just got it going on. So I'm just gonna take my sponge, and I'm gonna wet my sponge, and I'm gonna use my favorite product that I've used for so long is the Matte Poreless. This stuff never did me dirty, never made me break out more than I was already breaking out when I had acne. I love this stuff. There's only one other foundation that I have that I will also use, but this is my everyday. So I'm just gonna be taking this. We're playing patty cake with my face. My biggest recommendation if you have acne would be to spot treat with a concealer. Just get like a really strong concealer like this one, cover those areas, and then just kind of come over with a lighter base like this. Gives the face a really nice look when you could still see through the skin while covering the acne. Just looks really nice. Now that I have my foundation on, I'm just gonna come in and conceal some of my dark circles that I have today, which is so weird because I slept like a baby last night, so I'm not exactly sure why, but we're just gonna roll with it. I'm just using this Age Rewind blah 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 something or other, and I like to create a little triangle right here because it looks great with my face shape. Don't I look like a sad clown? It's really important for you to find the specific looks that look good for you and look good on your face. For instance, I can't pull off a cat eye to save my life. It just doesn't look good on me. Even if I do the wing correctly, it just doesn't look good on my face shape. So finding the things that actually work is just key to finding that kind of look. Spray it. Had this since 2009. This was my favorite color. Rest in peace. I guess it's gone now. I have another one that I just don't like as much, but I could find it. Yeah, this is my other one, shimmery color. Using another one of these and just packing it on my lid because I don't give a damn. Your eyes are actually like a fingerprint. If you closely look into your eyes, even if you have dark eyes like mine, you have a unique pattern to them. In my eyes, I actually have starburst looking things coming out of my eyes. So do that one morning when you're getting ready. Really just appreciate your features. When you start looking at your eyes, you're gonna get lost. You're just gonna be like, oh. You should try it sometime. I've been using this consistently for several years and it still exists. So you don't need a whole bunch of crazy products. You just kind of need the colors that are actually going to work with your skin tone. So I'm just going to pop that right above my crease so I can kind of keep my eye looking really wide and bright. I have an eye shape that's a lot more closed in. I have smaller eyes, so my whole goal is to make them look as large as possible. If you have bigger eyes, on the other hand, if you have kind of Gabby DiMartino eyes where they're a lot larger, you can get away with wearing more wings and stuff like that. I just kind of like to come back in and define this a little bit more. Trying to make it look natural. When it comes to products, I think that eyeshadow is something that you'd probably be better off investing in than some other products. What's
Have you seen my
babe?
cap?
Oh, I wore it to Starbucks.
Do you still have it?
I don't know where it is. Come back in now with my just like a fluffier type of brush. I just kind of want to blend these two areas a little bit, so I'm just gonna kind of smoke it together. Now it's time for a little bit of eyeliner. I'm just gonna add a little tiny bit, taking another e.l.f. brush because I'm just a magical elf, I guess. Kind of smoke this out. I'm actually going to use a dark powder. This Tarte palette is actually pretty great, so we're gonna use that, and it just maybe mix a little bit of the purple with a little bit of the black so it's not just crazy noodle brown too. Kind of let that be. It's like a rose colored lip, and what I like to do is just fill in this upper lip really quick. Take Mr. Chapstick, I love Burt's Bees, and I'll just put that on. He's gonna come back up here. Also recently just got these two fabulous little lip stain kind of things. They're pretty cool. I didn't get the exact color that I wanted, unfortunately, but I kind of just mixed these two together and it turns out okay. It's my puppy. Sometimes when I do my lashes, the dog tries to eat my face.
Hey, Mr.
He doesn't. He thinks this is a treat. It smells like a cupcake, that's why he's trying to eat it. Oh, since Lily is here, I should mention we just filmed a video where we did a boyfriend-girlfriend tag, and he just released his own book, A Calculus Guide for Students. So definitely go check out that. Put this on. So I'm just gonna take this little thing and kiss it, and then I'm gonna take the lighter color, dab that a little bit on, and do the same thing. That color just kind of is what is my base, where it stays. And I like using a little bit of gloss just to bring a little bit of sheen to my lips. I'm just taking a brown. I like to do it is stop right where the pupil thing is. Don't go that far in. So I'm just gonna take Dreamer again, just a little bit, and just swipe it right above my crease so I could kind of bring those two out until I'll do circular motions. Blend that out. I love doing this. This is a technique that I just always use all the time. You kind of see me in this look every day. Is that, well, when I wear makeup at least, is that I will come in and I just go right underneath right here where you see that eyelid part, and I just go in. And I don't go too far up. I just kind of stay at the bottom of my eye because it just looks best on my shape. And then I kind of just create that little sparkle bubble under my eye. Now I look a lot brighter and happier. Make sure that it's not gonna leave my eye looking crazy. And let's go. I'm just gonna create a darker line on top of that smoked outline. And I'm gonna come in to this inner corner. See how it kind of just makes my eye pop? Using that same e.l.f. brush, I'm just going to blend the lines a little bit more. Not really coming into that inner corner again because I don't want to touch that. This torture device. I feel like every time a dude sees this that doesn't wear makeup is just like, what in the hell? What is going on? Yeah, totes my goats. I hate wearing fake eyelashes, but I do like wearing them when I'm filming because it just makes my eyes stand out a lot more. I'm not going to be putting them on today. I do not want to deal with that. I'm just going to be taking my Voluminous original L'Oreal stuff. This stuff is great. And I'm just going to gently coat these. Coming in with the excess that I have left on my bottom lashes just really gently. Boom. I think this is it, queen. Just gotta add a little bit of blush. This is Fit Me. I don't really experiment too much with my blushes because I don't want to break out, and this is one of the pigments that does not break me out. Adds a little color. This looks so weird. Demented clown look. I think we're pretty much done. And sometimes I'll put a little bit on my nose and then I'll kind of dust it off like that.
And we're done. This is how I do my simple, sexy summer makeup.
If you've never seen my channel before, I'm an artist and I post a lot of art-related content. Even though this video is a little bit out of my element, my goal is to inspire you in any way that I can. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you along your creative journey. I love you guys so much. Take care, and I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Mwah.